In this lecture, we'll take a look at how we can work with controllers in ASP.NET Core MVC. The first thing that we need to do is include a directory over here, and we'll name it controllers. So here we'll go to add, we'll go to new folder, and we'll name it as controllers. Once we have this directory, we can go ahead and add a file over here, and you'll need to select controller. So usually the convention is to keep all the controllers in one directory, and that's the reason why we have a directory called controllers. And here we'll choose MVC controller empty. Let's click on add. Here it will ask for a name. Let's give it a name as home. The reason why I'm giving home, you'll note that in the previous lecture when we were creating the default route, there we gave the name of controller as home. That's the reason why we are having home controller over here. Click on add. Now you can see the home controller is created, and this is having a public method called index, and all it's doing is returning a view. Now if I take you to the startup.cs class where we defined the route, we said this is the name of the route as default, controller is home, and action is index. So here that's what exactly we're having. Name of the controller is home controller and action name is index. Remember, action names are always public. So this index is an action, and all it's doing is returning a view. Now if I go ahead and run this program, let's see what happens. Now you'll notice that it is looking for a view, and it's expecting its name to be index.cshtml, and it should be residing inside a directory called views home or views shared, or it should reside pages shared index.cshtml, but that's not the case over here. So how we can make sure that when we run this code, it returns some content? All we need to do over here is make use of the content result. So instead of returning a view, for now we'll be returning content result. Now let's go ahead and execute this, and there you go. We are getting the output as ASP.NET Core MVC course, and the reason why we are getting this is here. If you see, the use MVC middleware is registered before the use file server, and here the route is matching this home and action as index ID. So by default, the default route is accessing the home controller, and if we currently go ahead and try accessing any other part, like over here, you'll notice it is saying that the page is not found. But we try to access the static content that is obviously being served. The reason is that this one is not getting that particular file, and then it's passing the control to use file server, and then use file server checks whether that particular file exists or not, and if it exists, it serves that particular file. Now in the next lecture, we'll take a look at how we can pass data to controllers